We're covering something that a lot of you guys love, which is our beloved XRP and the battle of, crypto against the SEC, determining what is what and all that exciting stuff. And, right here, we're here because XRP has had a 23% jump in the last 48 hours.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And that's why we have to take a look at this, guys. Thanks for coming in. Let's take a look at our XRP. Now, take a look at XRP. This is kind of going to the last video. I don't know if you saw the one we made on Algorand. This is kind of going into the same thing. What I wanted to cover here, guys, is the easiest way to make money in crypto, right? If you're not a trader, if you're just a hodler, you need to understand that hodling does not make you money in crypto, okay? It makes you money in retirement, meaning in 20, 30 years when you're too old to spend your money, you'll have a little bit of money. Now, the way to hodl in crypto correctly is to buy very low, and then when there's a pump or some type of news or a catalyst that makes your crypto jump, that's when you sell off and take those 23, 30, 40% profits, and you let the crypto come back down, what's called retracement, and then you use the profits and what you made to buy more crypto, meaning you get more coins, so that when the coins go up the next time, you're making percentages on the coins that you made for selling when there was a pump. So let's take a look at this. Check out the video before this on Algorand, explains it. What you want to do here, the easiest way to make money in crypto is simply follow the news. So let's go check out this Twitter here. This is your beloved Twitter on Ripple. And Ripple's just going through all the stuff that they're doing. And there's always a catalyst out there that pops up, managing treasury flows for any business. They're just kind of keeping you updated with what's happening. And this is also what you need to do if you're going to be in crypto. You need to get educated and get yourself in a position where you're spending some time. I know you have the kids and everything to take care of, but you have to take time to watch your money. You have to make time, and it's just the way it is. So check this out. So as you're going through here, the easiest way to do is just get on your Twitter account, follow the top 30 coins that you see inside of, or top 100 coins, or top 50, or the top, the ones that you really believe in, right? And then basically every time there's news that pops up, anything that's kind of interesting or you think where people are retweeting here, so like here, 996 retweets, 243 not important, 828, and you can start to see where you can start to see the difference between what tweets matters or who cares or what's happening, etc., until you get to the point where you start seeing retweets like the 1200 retweet, expands partnership with Mitchell, Fortune Demand. So this is letting you know there's something coming. We're excited to announce expansion partnership with the Philippines, right? Now, at that point, that's September 20th. Now, I would look at that and say, okay, we got some movement here, and I would see who's talking about it and go look at the news. And then based on that, let's take a look at the 7-day chart here. So let's go back 7 days, and let's take a look at the news that's coming in on the 20th, right? And as you can see, and this is a way to make money here, is I like to do the 7-day charts, is that normally most coins will have a run from 7 to 14 days where they'll go up at a certain level and then they'll slowly decline. I like to take the bottom of the decline and then just wait 7 or 14 days to when I see some type of pump. And then once I get to my 10, 15% gains, 20% gains, I will sell out, and I will allow that to basically come back down. So normally I like to do a 7-day run. So here we have a 7-day run where you could have got Ripple at 32 cents. The last 7 days jumps up to 48 cents. I'm definitely selling at this level here, just because this type of run normally means, especially when you're in the 28, 30, 40% runs, it's definitely coming down half. So it's going to give back 20%, which is a nice mark. So I would sell out of my crypto here, and then what I'm going to do is when XRP comes back down over the next 7 days, hopefully closer to that 32 cents where it came from, 32, 33, 34, somewhere 36 in there, I normally like to do about 70% on the pullback. I will rebuy with my profits and buy into crypto. Now, I would also, at the time before I buy in, and I would take a look at the market as a whole, and I would say, okay, am I in a spot where the market is going to look like it's pushing up, or is it going to have some type of catalyst that will basically, take it down? And that's where you have to say to yourself, like, you know, is the market still exploding in a downward movement, which will give me more profit. Now, and you don't have to be greedy here. You don't have to be an expert. You can just kind of look around and say, yeah, okay, fine, I'm going to buy it. Because you remember, you're buying in with 30% gains, so you're getting more coins anyways. If it goes down, it doesn't matter, because the next time you're selling, you're holding anyways. So you're not going to sell until it goes up anyways. It's just that you have 20 to 30% more coins in your pocket than you did when you started. So now let's take a look at a month, right? In a month, if you go through, you can see where you're buying in at 34. It had a pump to 36. You get out of there. It comes back down to 32. Right, you're buying in, you're riding that out, and then there's another pump here to 35, you sell. Here's another drop to 32, you buy. Now you have this massive pump here, 39, you sell. You see it drop down to 34, because you got to realize that, I guess you have to know mathematics, right? So think of it like this. So you're trying to make percentages on this, right? And if you're spot trading and doing exchanges that don't have a lot of fees on buying and purchasing, in a 30-cent coin, that means that every 0.3 of a penny is equal to a percent, because $1 would need 1 penny to move, right? So if you have a dollar coin and it moves 1 penny, that's 1%. So if you have a 30-cent coin, that means it would have to move 0.3 of a penny to get 1%. So these moves may sound very little, but a 32 to 35 is 3 pennies, which is literally 6%. And then you sell, and you're buying in at 6% less. So theoretically, you just made 12% gains, right? Because now you're buying in, it pumps up, you're selling on that big likes move. It doesn't matter wherever you sell off here. The next drop gives you another 6%. And all you're doing is just chiseling away. And it's almost like having your own savings account that you're adding money to without even adding money to, just by doing a little bit of work of paying attention to your investment, and whenever it goes up, sell it and then buy back on the retracement. And then sometimes you have massive pushes in a day where you can make 23% sell off, and now if it goes down 10 or 15%, buy back. That's a 35% gain on your bag. So you want to keep that in there. And the reason why I'm pulling this up, because what most people aren't talking about here is, and most people don't know what's happening, is that in South Korea, there happens to be a lot of inside the country transactions happening with the CBDCs, with the central banks coins, but from not around the world. But Ripple's being used heavily inside of South Korea right now for internal transactions. Now that's key, because there's policies here that, the popularity with blockchain digital assets and its market. If South Korea comes in and really kind of does a full scale, because you can see here they've been working with them pretty closely here, and I also be watching Cardano here, but Ripple right now the XRP is going crazy in South Korea. No one's talking about it, but they've been working on operations in South Korea, Thailand, pushing them to make a decision on what crypto is going to be used. And they're really putting some pressure on South Korea. That's why you have to kind of really follow what's going on there, because Ripple proposes South Korea distinguishing between cryptos. They need to make a clear description between cryptos, and this is where you're seeing this has been building up for months. So if you've been looking at this since March and all that, and you take a look and you're really watching what's happening there, if you go back 3 months and you're in that March zone, let's go back a year here. As you can see, in March, they're talking about all that information. Then we had that big drop, and there's all this news out there. I mean, man, it Ripple at 36 cents, right? I mean, take a look at the yearly, right? Anytime you have these massive drops, so this is a pullback, this is a market crash, but if you can take a look here and you can see from June until for 3 months, the coin has literally gone sideways. I mean, anyone in the world can make the decision that it's bottom, or its solid, first layer of the bottom is probably 30 cents. So during this time frame, if you're an investor, I would have been chunking money in here until there was a move, and then all of a sudden this explosion here to 48 cents, 50 cents. I mean, that puts 30-40% in your pocket. If you're using leverage, man, that could have been a 300, 400, 3,000% gain, depending on if you know how to trade. But this is where just a person with no information, no knowledge of trading, just accumulation. If you would have been stacking up here in XRP when, like everyone was telling you to, and it exploded, I mean, you're literally sitting on 70% gains right here. I mean, if you're buying it at 30, it goes up to 50. I mean, that's literally 70% gains on your money. And now you're selling at a 70% gain. And when XRP retraces and you rebuy, you now are getting 170% more into your coin. And that is pretty much how you focus on what's called accumulation. And this will help you make money. Once this comes back down, I would get back in, and then I'm looking for another move back up to like 8, this line level right here, 61 cents or even 85, and then I'm taking profits again, at least half. Then when it comes back down, I'm re-entering. So as I grow my bag, I'm doing it halves, right? So I will then do half, just in case it jumps up even more on some crazy news. And then if it jumps up really crazy, then I'll sell the other half, get the retracement and get in. But these are things you need to work on, focus on. This means you don't need any extra money to get into crypto. If you're not following me on TikTok, get on TikTok. We have a bunch of things here. How to simply make money in crypto, sharing, all this simple stuff. We have all that in there. It's Venture Capitalist Live on TikTok. But focus on the South Korea, because South Korea has a lot going on right now. And if you've never seen this before, this is called the blockchaincenter.net. This tells you all the dominance of crypto all around the world. And as you can see here, which most people aren't going to tell you, if you're a Doge fan, this blue is Ethereum. Okay? All this gold here are all the countries that are using Dogecoin. And I don't know how much of a meme coin, but look at Ethereum in all these places that are blue. And look at the red, and that's Tron, right? You see Tron. Cardano's like off blue, you don't really see it. But look at Doge all over Africa, United States. United States, Alaska. So I don't know if you're following, man, but keep your eye on that dog, man. I'm just saying, man. Not financial advice, just information, but go check this out. You need information to make decisions when you're working on your decisions out there. So guys, good luck out there. God bless. Stay focused, guys.